Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and a very good day to all of you. My name is Dr. Nurfahana binti Abdul Talim and I'm from Afia Holdings near Merhai. Today I would like to share with all of you the topic of extra virgin olive oil, a scientific perspective as a holistic solution for high quality for health. Okay, first of all, we have to know what is holistic solution for health. A holistic solution refers to the approach or strategy that address a problem or situation in a comprehensive manner, which is we are consider all the elements. For example, we want to approach the holistic solution for health. We have to consider the nutrition part, the lifestyle part, and also the mind, and also balancing the diet and whatnot. So all the elements we have to consider in order we want to solve the health problems. Okay, in Afiat, we having five elements of Afiat lifestyle as a holistic solution. So we are considering all the elements, for example, food and nutrition, physical activity and sports, mental health, spiritual, economic, and self-care, in order to solve the problem, especially health problem among our consumer and also our ecosystem. Okay, for example, to aim the high quality of health, all the elements that we have to consider accordingly, either for prevention, management of problem, and also the maintenance after we are undergone any health procedure and others. So, starting with we are diagnosis the disease, followed by a approach or the combo approach of the holistic solution. For example, nutrition and lifestyle, or nutrition, lifestyle, and mental health, or nutrition, lifestyle, and agronomy in order to get back our high quality of health. The main important element that we are mentioned here is the food and the selection of nutrition taken in the daily diet. Also, the intervention of high nutrition to achieve the main objective, which is improve the quality of life. Since nutrition food as a main element that I mentioned before, so I want to focus one of the example of high nutrition food, which called as extra virgin olive oil. As you know, extra virgin olive oil are the oils obtained from the fruit of the olive tree solely by the mechanical or physical physical process. So we not undergone any heat treatment or adding any chemical to or solvent to get the oil. So it also not undergone other process rather than just washing, decanting, centrifuging, and also filtration. So the free acidity of the extra virgin olive oil is lower than 0.8% only. More than that, we just declare as a very normal, ordinary, and also refined olive oil. So the other um, specification that we can trace the extra virgin olive oil is the fatty acid composition. So extra virgin olive oil is composed of 55 to 85 of oleic acid, 9% of linoleic acid, and also 1.5 linolenic acid. It also contain at least 30 types of phenolic compound like alirubin, phytosterol, tyrosol, hydroxytyrosol, flavonoids, rutin, and also squalene. The other key characteristic of high quality extra virgin olive oil is the taste of the oil. So, high quality of extra virgin olive oil having pungent or irritating taste after we consume them. So, more bitter taste a compound is rated, the more potent the anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, or antimicrobial action of the compound may be. So, what we can see here, the four result of the taste from different type of the extra virgin olive oil. So we can see that there are some bitterness and also pungent taste that show the quality of the olive oil. So they also have one study clearly shown that the the compound that contribute to the pungency or the irritation taste is the oleocanthal. So oleocanthal inhibit the cyclooxygenase type 1 and type 2 enzyme in a dose-dependent manner, and it is mimic the anti-inflammatory action of the synthetic ibuprofen. So ibuprofen is one of the painkiller drug. So oleocanthal compound in the olive oil can mimic the action from the ibuprofen. So oleocanthal 25 micromolar oleocanthal can inhibit 41 to 57 of cyclooxygenase activity compared to the ibuprofen, which is only 13 to 18% with the same concentration. So we can assume that approximately 70% of absorption, then 50 ml per day correspond to the approximately 10% of the current ibuprofen pain relieving dose. So other than the antioxidant, microbial activity of the extra virgin olive oil, it also mimic the painkiller action from the drug. Okay, before we consume the extra virgin olive oil, we are normally know that extra virgin olive oil or ordinary olive oil is always used in a cooking, salad dressing, and also as one of the ingredient or in any cooks. So we can drink the extra virgin olive oil. So we have to know the toxicity and the safety of the extra virgin olive oil. So the oil is generally recognized as safe from GRAS by the FDA, that we can market extra virgin olive oil as a food and also as a natural medicine. To date, no toxicity study have been carried out to establish if hydroxytyrosol, which is one of the component in the extra virgin olive oil, could exert any toxicology effect at this level. So the study conducted from Christian et al. Employed a high dose in rates raising 5 gram per kg, and they established the LD50 of around the 3.5 gram per kg of hydroxytyrosol. So no toxicity, no abnormalities behavior after high dose of application. So the cell just become healthy, especially the immune cell. So we have not to worry about the toxicity effect or also the safety of the to drink the extra virgin olive oil. So, since we know that we can drink the extra virgin olive oil, so what is the suggestion dosage to drink per day? So, from the Mediterranean diet is characterized as consuming 25 to 50 gram of extra virgin olive oil every day. So, if you can see here, the European Food Safety Authority (EFSA) since 2011 approved health claim of on olive oil polyphenols and recommended the daily consumption of 5 mg hydroxytyrosol and its derivative, or we can see as a allorubin complex and tyrosol, provided by moderate amount of extra virgin olive oil. So we have to ensure in our olive oil or extra virgin olive oil, uh, it, in every 20 gram of extra virgin olive oil, it have at least 5 mg of hydroxytyrosol or its derivative. So we can claim the health claim of and benefits of this extra virgin olive oil. So this dose is enough to generate health beneficial properties by decreasing low density lipoprotein oxidation, increase high density lipoprotein, maintaining a normal blood pressure, and also avoiding the pro-inflammatory. Okay, from previous slide, what we can see is why EFSA is focusing on the hydroxytyrosol as a potent element in the high quality of extra virgin olive oil. So, with high concentration of hydroxytyrosol can claim health benefits to the extra virgin olive oil. So, as we can see here, hydroxytyrosol is a molecule of high interest to the pharmaceutical industry due to its anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial qualities, and also against a cardiovascular disease, metabolic syndrome, and also its for neuroprotection, anti-tumor, and chemomodulation effect. So, other than that, this compound has very good in absorption process. It reached its maximum plasma concentration around 7 minutes after the intake. So once it absorbs, hydroxytyrosol will quickly start being a part of plasmatic high density lipoprotein, acting as a antioxidant and as a cardiovascular protector. It also acts as a great bioactive power due to its great antioxidant capacity, due to its protective function of cell, and also structural affinity to some compound. This compound also amphipathic, which is water soluble and also fat soluble molecule because it have lipophilic and also another hydrophilic end. So it can be a good transporter of substance throughout the body. And then hydroxytyrosol also act as a protector of the cardiovascular system, avoiding oxidation of the LDL cholesterol by free radicals, and also maintain normal blood HDL cholesterol concentration. Hydroxytyrosol also can influence the major biochemical processing leading to diabetic vasculopathy and reduce cell proliferation in the vascular walls, and also can increase the production of glutathione and reduce the production of lactic acid, and also um, we have another study that hydroxytyrosol can help on the breast cancer and also the colon cancer. So from all this information or the previous literature review, we can see that hydroxytyrosol or extra virgin olive oil with high amount of hydroxytyrosol can be a very helpful and also good element of as one of good element in a holistic solution, especially for cardiovascular disease and the risk factor that contribute to the disease. So we have one case study here, which is the coronary heart disease and its risk factor. So what we can see here, the heart disease or the coronary heart disease is come from the acute atherosclerosis. So the development of the atherosclerosis is come from many factors. For example, high LDL in the blood. Secondly, damaged blood vessel wall due to hypertension and also high toxin in the blood. So high LDL in the blood is normally come from the abnormal LDL condition. So abnormal LDL condition is contribute from the defective of clearance of the LDL, over production of the LDL, also the oxidized LDL process that happen in our blood. And for the damaged blood vessel wall due to hypertension, it's mainly come from the narrow vessel, come from stress, thick blood, high volume blood, high salt diet, and different of RAS. And for the high toxin in blood, it's mainly come from the high blood sugar. So high blood sugar is come from smoking, environment, stress, alcohol, obesity, and also the uncontrolled diet. So for this sharing, I just want to focus on the health heart issue, and also the risk factor and how extra virgin olive oil with high concentration of hydroxytyrosol can be one of the important holistic solution to manage this problem. Okay, for this slide, I already collect the clinical study among human that how hydroxytyrosol mainly come from the extra virgin olive oil can help to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease that I mentioned from the previous slide. So the first one, what we can see here, the diabetes that contribute to the cardiovascular disease. So 9.7 mg hydroxytyrosol was taken for 12 weeks. So we can see 15% improvement in the insulin sensitivity that contribute to the sugar in the blood. And also second one for hypertension. So after the subject taking 9.9 milligram of hydroxytyrosol for 20 weeks, there are improvement on the systolic blood pressure compared to the placebo. And also for the third one, for the hypertension, also from taking 136 mg oleuropein, also 6 mg hydroxytyrosol for 6 weeks, we can see the improvement of blood pressure changes drastically. And also the last one, the fourth one, which is hypercholesterol. After the subject take 5 mg of hydroxytyrosol for 3 months, it reduced the total cholesterol by 11.4 and 14%, and LDL cholesterol by 19.8% and 19.7%, and also apolipoprotein beta by 12.4% and 13.5% respectively. So we can see here how hydroxytyrosol can contribute to improve or manage the risk factor of the cardiovascular disease. Okay, compared to all the three risk factor, which is diabetes, hypertension, and also hypercholesterol, we can see here most of the clinical or human study, there are lots of result that we can see how hydroxytyrosol can contribute to the hypercholesterol improvement. So we can see here the subject taking 9.9 milligram of hydroxytyrosol for 20 weeks. So we can see how the oxidation LDL reduced by 28 nanogram per ml. And the next one, after they taking 30 mg per day of hydroxytyrosol for 2 months, there are also significant reduction in the plasma level of total cholesterol and also LDL cholesterol. And then the next study conducted that the subject is taking 7.5 milligram hydroxytyrosol plus 200 milligram almond seed for 8 weeks. So we can see the improvement of the oxidized LDL level after 8 weeks of the treatment. And then the last one is the after the subject taking 3.3 milligram of hydroxytyrosol for 20 weeks, there are significantly decreased the plasma level of low level density lipoprotein cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, significantly reduce the plasma level of triglyceride. So as you know, LDL or oxidized LDL and also triglyceride is the main factor that contribute to the development of atherosclerosis, and at the same time contribute to the factor or the risk to get the cardiovascular disease. So in Afiat Holding, we have one of the extra virgin olive oil, we call as Olive 30 plus, where we imported from Morocco that have contain 30 times of hydroxytyrosol compared to the other olive oil. So the normal olive oil just consists of about 7 to 10 milligram per kg amount of the hydroxytyrosol. So from the abnormal planting area at the Morocco, it contributes to the high amount or high level of the we can call it an antioxidant, which is 30 times hydroxytyrosol compared to the other olive oil. So what we can say here, before you uh, taking extra virgin olive oil as a one of solution element in your health problems, so you have to consider the content, especially the potent high potency compound like hydroxytyrosol. So you have to consider this element first before you taking as one of the holistic solution in your diet. Okay, that's all. This is all the references that I use in my presentation, all the clinical study and human study that I collected. And I hope all of you can get something from my sharing today, so you can know how to select the best solution element for your health problem. For example, how to select the high quality extra virgin olive oil, and also what is the spec, and also to consider the high potency compound like hydroxytyrosol contained in your extra virgin olive oil before you taking the extra virgin olive oil as one of the element of your solution of the problem. So that's all. Thank you everyone, and I hope all of you can get a good health, and also together we consume the natural product in order to get a high quality of health. Thank you.